Hello, hello. We are about to let our guests enter for the March Notary Meetup and Notary Educators. And give us just a moment, we'll do formal introductions. Let's let everybody in. Hello, while we wait.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, hi, everybody who's joining us. Hey, Donna. Hi, Betty. Betty got her notepad out. She is ready.
Hey.
I love it. I love it. How's it going, Donna? Welcome, Jackie, everybody. Welcome, Danielle. Stars in the house. Keisha, Maria, Regina, Tanya. Welcome, welcome. I don't want to kick this water over. Welcome. We still letting people in. We'll start in just a second, y'all. Hey, Tanya, what's going on with you? Tanya got her pencil too. You guys are ready. I love it. Hi, Regina. How you doing?
Well, how are you? It's so glad to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you too. Welcome, welcome. We'll do formal introductions in a moment. Let a few more people get on. Not that many, because we're gonna start at 6. I want to make sure everybody gets what they need. But start thinking about your questions for your business, whatever it is you want to know. Just starting out, where are we in our journey? And we are here to answer questions and help you see what we can do. It's just a meetup, nothing formal. Again, this is just to, like I said, be able to help you with your business. Hey, Danielle, how's it going? You're on mute. Hey, Jackie.
How are you?
Welcome, welcome. Whatever questions you guys have, go ahead and start cooking and get the brain moving. And don't be scared. This is a time for you to get whatever it is that you need. This is somebody probably trying to get on. Someone's calling me. They're probably trying to get on. They're gonna have to text me though. All right, let me just put please text. Okay. Okay, we're letting a few more people in. Hey, Miss Teresa and Keisha, we did not say hello. Maria's with us.
Hello, hello.
And you all got the reminder email this time? Yes, very good. Somebody had that suggestion. I accidentally cut it off the month before. And somebody said, I didn't get my email. And they made the suggestion. So we listen, girl. Everybody can help everybody to grow, you know? And I don't know why I turned it off. I really don't. But the next month, I was like, can you cut that back on? So let's see.
Hey, Kimmi.
What's going on, Terry?
On my way to work.
Are you?
Yes,
you got something you want to share with us? We'll put you first.
Let me see. I got a witnessing job for tomorrow.
Okay, tell us about, well, give me a second. We're gonna do a couple form. We'll go ahead and let a couple more people in, and we're gonna let you go first because I know you're at work.
Okay.
All right, just a couple seconds. We'll do a formal introduction really quick. I think everybody probably know who we are, but we'll go ahead and get started with that really quick. So I'm Kimmi, Notary Life with Kimmi. Also now Healthy Life with Kimmi. I don't know if you guys heard about my new YouTube channel, but I'll tell you about that shortly if you haven't. I started another channel. And that one I talk all about my health, but this one is all about notary. It's not changing. It's not going in no new direction. I know many of my peers out there are going in completely different directions. This channel will remain all about notary because that's how I make my money. That is my job. So that's me. I'm a trainer. I don't like to say mentor. I help everybody because people use that word kind of wrong to me. So, but I'm here for you. I like coaching better. Alexis, I'll let you introduce yourself and then we shall get started.
Hey, everyone. I'm Alexis and part of Notary Educators. Over here, I do the loan signing and Google aspect to our business that we're doing with teaching everything notary, apostille, loan signing. We do it all over here. So that's my piece of it. And I am happy to see you all tonight.
Yes, welcome, welcome. So let's go ahead with Miss Terry. Tell us where you from, Miss Terry, and what's going on in the business.
Let's see. I'm Terry from Michigan, Wixom, Michigan, and let's see. I've been witnessing, so that's what I've been doing so far. Then I have the what do you call it? The volunteer work coming up later on this month. This time I won't be notarizing. I'll be filling out the what do you call it? The fingerprinting cards. Yeah, and then the police officer does the fingerprinting. So.
About how many witness jobs have you taken?
I want to say 3 or 4. I got 2 this month so far. So yeah. And
Yeah.
I'll be taking mental notes when I'm in there.
Yes, and every one of those witnessing jobs actually count towards a tick. Are you getting them through SnapDocs or how?
No, people in my Michigan Notary group ask me.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very
Yeah.
good. I like how you have your little feet everywhere with your volunteer work, notarizing,
Mm-hmm.
the notarizing for your peers. I love it. I love it. And then,
And then I want to do what do you call it? I think it's EPMS. It's when you're going to different apartments and you actually kind of film them or record them to see if they're doing their job like they're supposed to. It's the companies that have hired them. And when I asked the company who does this, they said that when the employees sign on, they know that they, may one day be shopped or whatever. So I haven't done them yet, but they pay good, like $40 or 40 plus 50. It just depends on what you're doing. And then the lady told me last week I have to do at least 10 phone jobs first before I can do the one actually going in and recording the whole thing. So
I've never heard of that.
I'll shoot it to you and check it out.
And so what's your actual duties? What do you do?
So I'll be like, I'm looking for an apartment.
Oh, like a shopper, mystery shopper.
Shopper. Yep.
Oh, I see everybody shaking their head. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have not done.
So yeah, check it out. I'll type it in the chat when I'm still, and then you guys just check them out. So
well, thank you for sharing that. I have done mystery shopping before. It's been years ago, but I have never done it since I've been a notary. I know what it is, I know how to do it, but I have not added that. So
because like my notary buddy Joanne Penn, she does I View It, and she been paying off her bills like that, so
I signed up for them, but they told me they didn't need even anyone else in my area.
Same with me in my area. Yep. So I just need to get on this apartment thing and just knock some bills out like she does.
Yeah. That's great, Terry. Well, I'm so happy for you because
where's my girl, Miss A?
I forgot to tell y'all, Angela can't make it today. She has something going on.
Okay. All right. Well, tell her I love her.
I will. She has something else going on. I was gonna say you can actually pay a car note with that witness job though. If you make $25, you do 10 of them.
Girl, she's knocked out some, bills. So she's my inspiration.
That is so good, Miss Terry. Well, thank you for sharing.
All right, y'all. I'll be listening.
Right. You be safe out there.
All right. Thank you, babe.
So guys, we learned about a couple things. I know I learned about a couple things tonight, just that in 5 minutes. So I definitely would check that out. Anything that's quick money. I love quick money. So what else is going on with you all? What's going on with your businesses? What wins do we have? Where are we? What help do we need? Don't be shy, because this is no agenda tonight. It's all about you. Come on, y'all. If not, okay, here we go. This one. What are we talking about? What's going on in our businesses?
Hi, I'll introduce myself. My name is Tanya Russell, and I am a new notary. Hello. And I was following you, and you inspired me. I was a notary. I was commissioned maybe about 10 years ago via my employer. I am a program manager for Change Healthcare, and we've recently been acquired, and I am not sure if I'll be going over to the new company. So I was like, you know what, let me get on it. I had purchased your books, I read your books, and then I kind of put them to the side, but the spirit just kept saying, notary, get back into this. So I'm new. I haven't even received my seal yet. I just ordered my seal.
Okay.
So I am a baby as it relates to this, but I'm looking forward to blossoming into something bigger and better. So thank you for having me, and you are such an inspiration, Kimmi.
Oh, I appreciate it, Miss Tanya. Where are you located?
I'm located in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh yeah, what part? Actually in Atlanta?
In Atlanta, I am maybe about 10 minutes from the airport in
Oh,
Atlanta.
yeah. You should
Camp
get some
Creek
of that airport money out there.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's give you a plan right quick. So I know you bought the books and everything, but I still like to talk it out with you because I do go step by step in the books. And for those of you who do not know, Miss Tanya may be referring to, I wrote a book for each and every state. So this is Indiana, South Carolina, one for Georgia. All 50 plus DC have their own book now to start your notary business. And it's good for those who are starting, or if you want to know how to build it up. Because some people have a commission, they still don't know what to do. So Miss Tanya, let's give you a plan right quick. So you've already gotten your book, so you kind of go back and read the books. Excuse me, now that you're actually ready to start the business. Yep. And see, actually, those are two really the same. Because one was for Georgia, and the gray one at that time was for all states. So you could just read the one for Georgia. And thank you for that. Yeah, so go back and reread it. That way you have a good foundation of what you can do in the state to build your business, number one. Then you'll get your commission. Number two is outlined in the book. And after you get your commission, I really want to make sure you have a good foundation. So either you can self-teach yourself how to notarize, because if you don't know how to notarize, you have no business. So you can teach yourself. When I say you have no business, you're going to be messing up people's documents and people won't call you. So that will be the end of the business. So a lot of people think, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I plan to take the courses, the Educators LLC courses that you have outlined. So before I do anything, I do plan to take the courses.
Yeah. So let's get you some training, which it doesn't take that long. It's no modules, it's no testing if you do the self-paced. If you do the live training at the end of that, either way, we get you set up A to Z what you need. And of course, a lot of things you're still going to just learn as you're working, but just have a good foundation. So once you start notarizing, then we'll get that Google business page built up first. That way people will find you, and then you'll be able to go out and actually start executing. And you're in a good area. Again, you should be getting some of that Atlanta airport money. People are always in and out looking for a notary. So yeah, I think you'll be well. You never know how things work out. One door closed and you already in an opportunity for another one to open. So you'll never know what can happen with that.
Right. So I plan to take the courses and take them in order because I really want a strong foundation and I want to be confident.
Yeah,
I am a confident person, but I want to be confident in what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I looked at the entire packet that you have. It's like maybe 6 courses in the packet. I can do online. I have an MBA. I can do online learning, but I'm more visual and I like more one-on-one. So some of it I might request that I get a one-on-one, but I'm going to take the first one online and see. My interest is apostilles and loan signing. And my question for you, I know you have a loan signing agent course. What's the difference in your course and the NNA's course?
I'll let Alexis handle that because she's actually our trainer over here for that.
Okay.
I do everything, but she's our actual trainer.
Okay.
The difference in my course and the NNA's training is more so practical. So in my course, it's going to be like you are getting an assignment from an actual signing company and walking you step by step what that looks like as far as beginning to end. Getting the documents, what does that look like, getting paid, going through the assignment, the package, different like tips and tricks and things of that nature. The NNA's course is like textbook school.
Okay.
And then ours is more practical, real world scenario. Because a lot of people I found that when they're done with the NNA's course, they're a little lost still.
Okay.
So that's where I really try to go from and build the course from there. But if you haven't taken the NNA's course, you still could take the loan signing course with us and it's still the same.
I haven't taken the course. My plan is to take your course. I just wanted to know the difference, but I kind of figured that it would be more textbook, and I feel like I'll get more out of your course. So I just want to know the difference, but it wasn't what I thought, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And I love their course, actually. I did take theirs also, but it's kind of like you were saying earlier, you got a self-paced thing and you got somebody live in front of you one-on-one. So either way, Ms. Tanya, or for anybody else that's listening, if you take the self-paced courses and you decide, you know what, I need a little bit more about ABC, then we can always schedule a coaching corner once you actually go through everything and write out like the list of everything you need to follow up on. Or if you just got a few questions from the course, you just shoot me an email. Hey, I didn't understand ABC. But I'll be honest with you, I've been doing this for a while, Alexis, Angela, all of us. And when we teach, I can count the time somebody got to come back and email me because I'm very clear. I don't sugarcoat, I don't hide. You don't have to wonder to say, what was she saying? I think she meant. Nah, I'm pretty clear. We all teach like that. And I think that's why we've been able to do what we do, you know, because we want to make sure you get it and we don't, no fluff. It ain't that complicated. Okay, so we're here for you. Yeah, Alexis.
We've all taken the NNA's course, me, Angela, and Kimmi. So the NNA's course is still good if you want a foundation of the industry and as a whole. But if, like I said, if you're still lost after that, then that's a good course to take.
So what we really been recommending, Ms. Tanya, just the last, I guess, year, is you buy the background check from the NNA because you have to take their background check if you want to work in this industry with everybody. So a lot of people say, well, I don't have to take their background check. I can still be a signing agent. And that's true. You'll still get a few jobs. But if you want to work with all the major players, they only accept the background check from the NNA. Okay. That package is like $89. So then after that, you can double back over here or either or, because some people like to take the course before and then take the test with the NNA. The NNA test is like 45 questions. It's open book. So once you do that minimum package over there, the background check and the test, you can come for us to the training or vice versa, either one. Because some people like to do the training with us so they know they've never had anything to do with the notary business. So they're really, really green. So, yeah.
So I need to join NNA.
No, you don't have to join. Now that's a separate thing. To join the NNA is a membership. That's $69 a year for the 1 year. That's something separate too. So really quick. So you got the NNA membership. That's where you can call the hotline whenever you get stuck on a notarization. One, then you have their actual background check, and it's called the Notary Signing Agent Test. That's a separate thing. So those are two things. Plus then you have the third thing they sell is the errors and omission insurance. So I personally do everything with the NNA. Some people buy their insurance at other places, but I like to do everything with the NNA.
So you suggest once I do my background check with NNA and then I come and take my course.
Correct. Or you can take the course first if you don't feel that comfortable with the notary stuff, because what Alexis goes over in the course will prepare you for the test. It will help you.
Right. I'm gonna definitely take the course before the test. But so do I do my background check first?
Or you can wait on that too. Wait, because I always compare that to you going ahead and buy car insurance and you have a driver's license yet.
Okay.
So just wait till we do the course and then you can get the background check done.
And the test is, I register for the test with NNA.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And the background check usually takes about 3 to 5 business days.
Okay.
Usually.
Okay.
All right. So hopefully we got you kind of set up there.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for joining us too. Miss Deborah, what's going on?
Hi, Kimmi. Just want to give you an update.
Yes. Where are you at? What's going on?
I'm in Marietta, Georgia. And you gave me a tip last month to, how to accept. I had problems getting accepted for my loan signing. Well, I got one. Yay. And it was huge.
Refresh our memory about the tip too. Refresh our memory about the tip.
So the situation was I kept clicking when I kept getting these assignments from signing order. And every time I would click it, it was already accepted. It was already assigned to someone else. So you said you have to be real fast, like you gotta, like, don't read it, don't do nothing, just accept it. And so that's what I did, and I finally got one. And so they don't send you, I'm just telling what happened to me. You guys know this like the back of your hand. I didn't know they don't send you the loan package until the day before the loan, the signing. It was 202 pages.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
It was a huge package. It was two
Okay.
signers. So, we made it through it, got it all done. So my question is, so first of all, thank you.
Congratulations. Was that your
Yeah.
very first one?
Yeah, that was my very first one. And it was big. So we made it.
That's okay. That, you know what? And that's how you're gonna be a pro. Eventually you get to the point where you like, I ain't taking no 200 page.
Well, I felt like it was too late to decline.
Well, and you get to learn what they are too. You get to read all the little stuff on there eventually. But I'm so happy you had one. That's the point.
Yes. So here's my question.
Yes.
I see that people can bounce from appointment to appointment, and that's when you can really make the money, when you can bounce from appointment to appointment. So I printed my documents, of course, the night before. I had to come back home and do the scan backs. And then I didn't realize I had to print 2 copies. So that's like 404 pages. But I did all of that right. All of that was right. So how do you do that and bounce from appointment to appointment? What kind of equipment do you need?
So let me ask you this. Have you had any notary signing agent training?
Yes, I did with Alexis training.
Don't be telling nobody that. Look, Miss Deborah. Don't be telling nobody you took Alexis training, because I know she told you to always print too.
No. She did, but
But why you didn't print too?
Because I took the training like 4 months ago, and I didn't go back and refresh on the training.
Okay, I was like, girl, don't
She
be
was
telling
good,
nobody
Alexis.
that. And this is
All the
recorded.
training-
Look, and this is recorded.
No, all the trainings are awesome. That was my fault. Alexis, I mean, to the point. I mean, it was excellent training. That was on me.
You're fine. You're fine. Thank you, Miss Deborah. Yeah, so just a teachable moment for everybody. When you receive a loan signing assignment from a company, you always print 2. Always print 2, unless they tell you. Sometimes you have to print 3. And it reads kind of funny when it says 3. It will say, please execute 2.
Yeah.
And leave 1 with the client. So that means you got to do 3. That means they want 2 copies signed back. That's usually your loan modification.
Okay.
But yeah, for you, what you're talking about, 2 would have been good. So that's fine. So in order to maximize your time, like you're saying, you hear people saying they do 8 in a day. I never have done that. The most I've ever done is I'm like a 4 person.
Okay.
Because I'm like you, I got to go home and scan it. I got to go home and, I have a scanner, I have a portable scanner, but it only, I think I can do like 20 pages, and 200 is still a lot. So that I would have took home.
Yeah.
And didn't have to come back.
Okay, got it. So that answered my question. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, but if you plan it properly though, you can do at least 4 without stressing. So that sounds like I like to plan mine every 2 hours. So like 8 o'clock, then my next one might be like that 10 o'clock hour, that 1 o'clock hour. And then I'll do like a 1 o'clock, and then my next one might be like at 4. So like I'm that person. I'm a little older. Like these little young ones, they be like. Now sometimes they be having a lot of errors too. So I like to do I'm more like 3 to 4, and it depends on what kind of jobs they are. So don't forget, in between like those 200 pages, when you really start popping and cracking out there, you'll do some general notary work. That's a 10-minute job.
Yes. Yes.
So I might do 4 or 5 general notary work in between my loan signings. I'm like, okay, I can get you at 2:30, because those are quick.
Yes.
Most general notary jobs only take 10 minutes.
Right. Okay.
Most only take about 10 minutes, and you making that money, you in and out.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you guys, because I took a lot of the classes and I felt ready. I didn't feel like I was not ready.
So you did feel prepared.
I did. I was very prepared. The classes are awesome.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And I'm just so happy everything worked out for you. So yeah, just continue to take them, even if they're bigger packages, because that just needs more experience right now.
Right.
And every time you do a witness job, like I was saying with Miss Terry, a witness job, a loan mod, anything you do accounts toward your tick with those signing companies, because they look at how many you've completed. So take witness jobs too, Miss Deborah, if you ever see those opportunities. And I think we talked about this before, but with the witness jobs, say for example, if they put it out at if they put it out like at 4 o'clock and then nobody answers, excuse me, y'all, hold on. If they put it out like at 4 o'clock and nobody answers, then when they send it out again at 4:15, now's the time to ask for more money. Because that means something's wrong. Why isn't anybody taking it? You see what I mean? So you can make them witness jobs pay a little bit.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, well, congratulations again.
Hey, Kimmi, can I ask? Okay, Miss Deborah, congratulations on that, especially your first one being such a big one. Oh, man.
Thank you.
Could they tell whether or not it was your first time, or did you were cool and just took your time and got it out the way?
I was cool. They didn't think it was the first time. I had to call the title company a couple of times because the PNC Bank kind of messed up or made a couple of mistakes. But, you know, I just called the title company and they told us what to do, and we were good. I felt like a pro.
You go ahead, girl. You inspiration, I'm telling you. Okay, and then Kimmi.
I love
it.
Yes.
You know, when we say you do a copy for the signer. So my question is, sometimes you may be doing the paperwork and say you mess up and you need to take the one out of the client. So the one that you messed up on, you'll put it back in there and they'll have to ask for another one from the title company.
No, they just keep the messed up copy. They don't care. It's only either somebody messed up on the date, they signed it wrong, or you stamped it wrong. It's not a big deal.
Kimmi,
yes. Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep, now I can.
Oh yeah, I was just saying it's not a big deal. So you can leave them the copy that's messed up.
Okay, all right. And if they want the copy that is correct, they'll just call the signing company or the.
I've never had anybody ask, Miss Terry, because normally the error is just a signing. Somebody signed in the wrong space. They put the wrong date. You stamped it wrong. So whatever error is on that paper, it's not a big deal. So, and they got 200 sheets. You really think they're looking at that one paper?
No. Okay. That's what I've been wanting to ask, and I always forget.
No, that's a good question, though. That's a good question, though. But no, they never ask for. Let me call a signing company and say page number 55 is messed up.
Okay.
They're not gonna do that. Once they sign that paper. Matter of fact, once you leave the signing, the client is like, they're by the time they see you, it's like 4 to 5 months to get to the table. They just ready to be done.
Okay. All right.
Matter of fact, most of them don't even want the copy, but because the signing company requires it, and we might make a mistake, we're gonna print too.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Miss Tanya, yes.
And this is only because this is new to me. So she said 200 pages. Do you have to digest 200 pages of that information? So you have to read through 200 pages?
About how many, Miss Deborah, out of your 200 needed to actually be notarized?
Oh, it was a
now
lot.
You're a pro. Now you're a pro.
Now I'm a pro. Now I'm a pro. So it really was, the night before I prepped, I went through every page and I flagged each page with a little signature thing that says, you know, where they need to sign, where I need to notarize. So it wasn't all 202 pages that required a signature, but we had to go through every page to make sure we made sure we didn't miss anything, make sure they signed everything, I notarized everything. So it was the funny story is the wife kept falling asleep at the table.
Oh no.
She was bored. She said she didn't sleep well the night before, so it was kind of funny.
So, Ms. Deborah, how many pages did you actually have to notarize? 10?
So I'm just gonna do a rough guess. Maybe. Gosh, it's a rough guess because I didn't even count. Maybe 60 to 70 pages.
You didn't notarize that many.
It seemed like it, but maybe I didn't. No, maybe I didn't. Okay,
I know you didn't.
I didn't count. I didn't count. But they did more signing than I did notarizing.
Yeah.
Exactly. So probably maybe 10 to 15. And let me
Okay.
tell you, this is another teachable lesson, you guys. Y'all know I be finding these teachable moments, and I know I be talking too much, but Ms. Deborah, another gem here is you want to keep account of how many times you notarize for tax purposes
Okay.
in your journal. So you write it in your journal. If you did 10 stamps, because as notaries, guys, I don't know if you knew this or not, but we don't pay taxes on the money that we make from actually stamping the document. That's tax free. I'm not a tax professional. I'm going to put that out there, but it's a code in the law book. So you want to keep account. If you do 10 notarizations, you want to make sure when you do, I hope y'all you using Notary Gadget. If you're not, you need to be, because it'll keep up with all of that for you. It'll tell you how profitable each job was. I do have a link over at notaryeducatorsllc.com. And I think it's $8.99 per month after you get like 15 free signings. But so you want to keep a record of that. So when you do your taxes, you write all your so you did 10 stamps at this job, 10 at the next job, 10 at the next one. All 30 of those are tax free for you.
Okay. Good.
And that's a tax code law. So yeah, you do want to keep account of how many times you're stamping. And full disclosure, y'all, confession is good for the soul. Me and Jeffrey be duking it out because a lot of times I don't write it. So he's like, how many stamps was that? I don't know. I'm stamping. I ain't got time to worry about that. But you got to worry about the money part too. So, because that's a lot. That's a big chunk because we stamp a lot. So all of that's tax free.
When you say tax free, because we can only charge $2 for the actual signature. That's what's tax free, not
the whole thing, the $2.
Gotcha.
The stamp fee. And then Ms. Tanya, you haven't taken any training yet, so we're going to teach you how to price.
Okay.
Yeah, the state of Georgia says $2, but they also say you can charge additional fees. Okay. So we'll get into that. That's a whole nother thing. How about someone else? Well, congratulations on your win, Miss Deborah, Miss Terry.
Yes, congratulations.
What else we got, ladies? What else we got? Don't be shy.
What was that website that you said?
For the keeping up with your money.
Yes, ma'am. And the
yes,
stamp.
Notary Gadget. And then you can get a link over at notaryeducatorsllc.com. I'll put it in the chat too. Notary Gadget, and that's my preferred way of keeping up with the money. No.
Any questions?
We did have a hand, Miss Danielle Starr, and let me put Notary Educators. So everything we're talking about, courses, and we have a link for supply list and everything at Notary Educators, LLC.com. Okay, yeah, where you signed up for this. Yes, Miss Danielle, what's going on with you?
Hello.
Hey, it's good to see all you guys again. You guys are just jewels in the crown. I'm serious. You guys
oh, thank you.
You are. Since when we went to the first meeting with you guys, I think it was in January. I got your book. I took one of your classes. I got my LLC and my tax ID number set up. Got my business phone number. I'm going to take more classes. I want to take your pricing class so I make sure I price correctly. Don't miss out. We can charge $10 here in Arizona. And also I also met with the city of, I'm in Mesa, Arizona. So I met with the city of Mesa Chamber of Commerce. I spoke with them already. So I'm already doing the due. But I do want to take more classes before I actually get my first client because I work in healthcare. That's my day job. And I'm very detailed in that work. And I want to be the same in this work also. So I just want to tell you, I started watching your videos back in September or August, and you inspired me because I was in a low point, emotionally and mentally, because I was going through some stuff. And you just made it so simple and so accessible. And that's just been such a blessing. Thank you so much. Because
it's our pleasure, Ms. Danielle.
I'm serious. I feel like I have a hope and I can build something and I can really make impact in my community. I'm doing it in healthcare. I've been in healthcare for a long time. And but it's been a journey because of the pandemic and all the things that we've seen the past 3 years. And this year, I feel like I could probably do more as a notary, to be honest, and be out there with the people, talking to them, knowing the folks in my community, and also, my knowledge in healthcare and with the notary stuff, also maybe match people to other resources that could help them as well. We're offering them a service accessibility, for notary services, but other things too. But so since I did all this, do I also have to register like with the county I'm into the business? I already paid a registered agent to do that portion for the LLC, and I had them do me I filed as an LLC S corporation, okay, for that tax designation. But do I have to do anything else for like I'm in Maricopa County, so do I have to do something and register through that? Because I read the documents, but I wasn't for sure if they just registered with the Arizona, I think it's the ACC out here, but I'm not sure if I have to register with Maricopa County too. Do we generally have to do that for these?
So I did for my county. So I live in Georgia. I live in
Okay.
Gwinnett County, and I
Mhm.
did register with them because I allow people to come to my home. So I
Okay.
didn't want my neighbors saying, "Oh, she running a business over there." You know what I
Okay.
mean? So I always like to have everything covered. It costs me maybe $85 a year, I guess. And
Mhm.
I did that again because my neighbors can be kind of,
Yeah.
and I want to make sure, no, if they ever say something, the license is right here. The state knows that the county knows that I'm doing this. So I'm registered with the state of Georgia, which I have a thing for that too. And then I have my certificate for the county. So I guess that's going to be depending on what your county, if you need to register, if you'll be allowing people to come to your home or not. You might want to do a little bit more research if it's even required. Now, for me
Okay.
personally, if they wasn't coming here, I probably wouldn't have did it with the county. Probably not, because the state knows I'm doing it, but since they come to my home in this county, I wanted them to know. So it's two different entities. And then I do want to make sure, Ms. Danielle, we're very clear in Arizona, because I know your pricing there is a little tricky because you can only charge the $10. They don't allow you to charge a travel fee, period. So your workaround and to really, really, really make your money might end up being some different niches. That looks like you might end up doing more apostille work, or you might end up doing ink fingerprinting, things that the state doesn't control.
Right, because you know what, getting a lot of people moving over here from all over the world, not just from California and Nevada.
Yes.
And so like a lot of the time when they would need the apostille would be like when they're going on the trips with their kids and stuff, and they want us to do their birth certificates or whatever that is. And I wanted to get that going now because by June, well, school lets out here in Mesa like in May. So I know probably the phone's gonna be like ring, 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 ring. And I want to be ready. So yeah.
So to really get your money, Arizona is one of those states where there is no workaround. They try to work on that right now, the laws and stuff for you guys, but that can take forever. So in states like yours, I really recommend focusing on those non-notarial roles that they call us for, but it's not governed by your state.
Like field inspection and
all of that. You could do everything else, but when it comes to your notary fee, that $10, there's no travel. There's no way around it. So let me not say no way, because you might be able to read your handbook and interpret something different. But based on my homework, because like some states will say, well, you can charge a reasonable convenience fee, or you can charge this. Arizona, when I did my homework, because I wrote a book about it. When I did my homework, I didn't see where there was too much. So I really recommend doing those additional fee services.
Okay. Thank you.
And it still could be beneficial though, because if you get somebody to have 5 documents, that's $50.
Yep. And then, also too, commercial properties real hot here too. That's why I want to do the signing agent course, because I know that's going to be the big portion of the money, but the housing market here is starting to slow a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing buildings like you go into Tempe right now, it looks like Santa Monica, California down there. I'm not even kidding. I moved here back in 2017 and I can't even recognize it. Over there on Mill Avenue and over there by ASU, Arizona State University, I was like, I need a map. I was like, what is all this?
Right. So I'm looking at the chat, Miss Danielle, and Cayenne is saying that you can charge 66 cents per mile.
That's what they said. They updated the handbook. I think this year.
That was it. Oh, I gotta go back and check my handbook.
Yeah, yeah.
I need to check. I don't know if I had Arizona right here. Wait a minute, I do have it. Hold on.
Yeah,
Arizona. Let me see. Let me just look right quick. What did I write? I'm sorry, guys. Give me 2 seconds.
no
Let me just
problem.
see if I might have to clarify that
No problem.
really quick.
Yeah.
Real quick, because I know your state is very tricky.
It is.
When did they make that change?
I think just before Governor Hobbs stepped into office, so probably around maybe like November, October. I don't know if whoever was saying in the chat around there.
Yes. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I did put that in there. Actually, it's changed though. So she said it's 66. Thank you for that too, Cayenne. I did put that in there. At the time of my writing, it was 0.44.
Right.
So let me make myself a note though. I'm gonna change that. Can y'all let me grab a pen? I'm sorry.
Hey.
Sorry, 1 second. 1 second. Got my notepad. So I can go in there and change that. Arizona change. See, this is good for everybody. Arizona travel change. Okay, I'll go in there and make that change. Very good. So yeah, so you still can make some money though. So $10 per
Yes.
set. So this is another reason for you. I'm gonna give you one more tip and then I'll move on if you like. But one more tip for you is you want to make sure you do your screening questions properly, because
Yes,
you
ma'am.
really need to know how many documents do they have, because that's gonna help you dictate your money part.
Okay.
Yeah. How many documents do you have? Well, I have 1 and you get there, it's 5. Nope, they need to pay you for 5, because that happens all the time.
Okay.
So in your case, 1 document can mean the difference between $10 and getting 20.
True.
You see what I mean? So you really need to screen properly. How many times do I need to stamp a document? Because they may tell you they only have 2 or they have 3. You know, so in your case, you really want to push down on that. How many documents do they have?
Okay.
Well, very good. And thank you so much for the compliments. Is there anything else we can help you with in your business tonight?
No, thank you, ladies. I'll just save my questions for the next time, what I encountered over the next month and so. But thanks for all your encouragement. I
All right,
appreciate
Miss Danielle, it's our pleasure, okay?
it. Bye.
Miss Tanya, come on, ladies, don't be scared. What else you got, Miss Tanya?
You mentioned something about a county license because you have clients to come to your home. Is that something I need to look into as well if I'm going to have individuals come to my home to notarize documents?
Do you have one, Alexis?
Yes, I did register
With your county too? I just believe, Miss Tanya, in covering all bases. I just do. Again, if one of my neighbors right now was like, she got 10 people coming in and out her house, Gwinnett County knows it. So what you gonna do about it now?
So I could go to the clerk of the Superior Court to get the same.
No, you're in Fulton County?
I am in Fulton County.
So you would go to Fulton County and find out what's to register a business
Okay.
in Fulton.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have my state license, then I have my county license. I have 2 different things. So you see how much is involved in having a business, guys, though? A lot of times we think I'm gonna get my notary stamp and go make all this money. No, you gotta build it. This stuff gotta happen before you just go out there.
So my LLC is representative of my state license? Or that's,
Well, the LLC is just who your business is.
so I do have to still have a state business license.
State, you have to register with the state. Well, you registered with the state when they gave you the LLC. You registered it with the state?
Yes, I have an
So
LLC.
that's the name registration part.
Okay.
Now you need to see if the county, if you plan on letting people come to your home, if they're requiring you to register your business with the county also.
Which would be like a business license, I guess.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep, you got it. Miss Teresa, what's going on? Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm like confused right now. Anyway, I have my
Let's straighten it out. What's going on?
Yeah.
I have my fingerprint license and I also have my notary license. And loan signing also. I need to figure out how to get started with any one of them, except for the loan signing right now. Because I'm too afraid for that right now. It's too many pages.
Okay, okay. So let's go back just a little bit. So how long have you been a notary?
I say since June.
Okay, what training have you taken?
I took Andre's and I took this other lady.
Mhm.
I took like 4 people.
That's okay. That's okay.
And I
We're
took
friends with
the
everybody.
notary loan signing.
Mhm.
For the loan signing, I took the NNA for that.
Okay, that's okay. We gonna get you straightened out. So who did you take? Like, so let me rephrase it this way. Are you comfortable with doing the notarial part of your job? Acknowledgments, jurats, administering an oath. Are you comfortable with that?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So once you got that piece together, now we can start building our business. Do you already have your Google page set up?
No.
Okay, so that's your next thing you need to do is before you do that, have you read your state handbook too?
Yes.
Cover to cover.
Yes.
Very
Twice.
good. So now, oh good. Okay, so now we're gonna build our business. So that means getting your business cards. Have you done that?
No, I just figured out a business name.
That's okay. That's okay. So may I ask, do you have any of my products at all?
Yes.
What do you
I have Start Your Notary Business in California.
Yes, very good. That's all you need is that one book. That's it.
Okay.
So get your book. Get your book. And then it takes you step by step, literally how to start that business. But I'm going to tell you too. But I want you to go back and I want you to read that book. And if you see where it says how to start your general notary business, it's not paged. But anyway, I want you to go back and read that book cover to cover, because it's a quick read. But under how to start your general notary business, I take you step by step. First, you got to get your commission. Then you get your name. You can tick it off in the book. Look, as you're going through it, tick, tick, tick.
Okay.
Okay. And this is for all states. Again, every state has their own book. So you're going to go through and you already have your commission, put a tick. Business name, put a tick. And I give you a couple tips there. What's your business name?
All You Need Mobile Notary Service.
Very good. I love that. And then you're gonna go next thing. Do you have your EIN number?
Nope.
So you just need to go and follow the book. Put everything else, everybody else you bought from them. Again, Andre's a great, I don't know Andre, but I watched him before. I know he's high octane from New York, but I'm not saying anything about anybody else's courses, but right now, put everything to the side and we're just gonna build your business step by step. And it's right here in the book, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Get your ink pen out and tick. Done, 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 okay?
Okay.
And then once you do all that, yep, there you go. And then once you do all that, your next step would be, well, if I can read, setting up how you're gonna take your payments. Because you need to know how you're gonna take your payments out there. So you got a little work to do before you can actually get started. But the book literally takes you step by step. So right now, whatever you got from Andre or whoever else, just put it, it's too much information for you. We're right now, we just need to build out the business. So everything you need is step by step in the book, okay?
Okay. I wanted to find out, like I'm gonna do notary and fingerprinting. Should I have the notary name and add the fingerprinting to it, or have the fingerprinting name and add the notary to it?
Right now, I want you to focus on building out your notary business, and then we'll just have the fingerprinting as an additional service, and you'll just list that on your services. If you find like it's growing like crazy, because I just had that happen with someone, actually, their whole business is going to be fingerprinting based on where they live at. I was like, oh, okay, I've had that happen twice. So they took my fingerprinting course, ink fingerprinting course, and that's what their whole business is going to be, ink fingerprinting. So right now, though, I want you to be able to do a little bit of everything to get your feet wet, start your money coming in. And then if you find that your whole niche is going to be ink fingerprinting, then you can change the name of it on Google. It won't be a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now, just take your time, Ms. Teresa, and read that little section of the book, how to get started, and actually take an ink pen.
I already did that.
Yep.
have it highlighted and marked.
Oh, good. Okay, so keep going. Just tick, 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 okay?
Mhm.
And then
Okay.
feel free to email me if you get stuck, but if you just follow the steps in order, you're gonna be just fine. My main thing is I always like to know before we start the business, do you know how to notarize? And you say you do, right? You feel comfortable if I call you right now, hey, can you go over there and administer this oath? You good with that?
Yes, I had did, I say 4 for a friend of mine's that her commission haven't came back yet.
Mhm.
So I had went to her office and, you know, did 4 notaries. Well, not the loan signing part, but general notary work for
Okay.
her.
Okay.
I did that. But my
So-
thing is, you know, about the mileage also, because when I go to her office, you can't charge nothing because it's, you know, they came to the office
Where are you at again, Miss Teresa?
in California.
And you saying you can't charge for what now?
No, because they came to her office. I did it at her office.
You went to someone's office.
Yeah, I went to my friend's office because her notary license haven't came back yet. So I did a couple of general notary work at her office for her by me stamping it, you know, using my stamp.
Right. So I'm gonna say something. I'm not being sarcastic, okay? She has the office, you're the mobile notary, you can charge a fee.
Yeah, but I didn't know how to do the stuff. So she's standing by me, showing me how to do it, is what it was.
Is that how you learned how to notarize, watching her 4 times? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I only did it twice watching her, but I used my stamp. I was there and she was like over my shoulder, making sure I'm doing it right, which she know the people anyway. And
Miss
she told
Teresa,
them, you know,
I'm on
what
my way to
happened.
California because you ain't answering my question.
Okay, the what were you
Miss
saying? I'm sorry.
Teresa, Miss
Uh-huh.
Teresa, are you telling me that that was your training, watching her do it twice and you did it twice? Was that your training?
I did it 4 times, but yes, that was my training.
No, ma'am. I'm
But
sorry.
I did training, you know, with Andre and this other lady, you know, online, but I'm
Oh,
tired of book work.
okay. So you do know how to, aside from what you did with her, Andre taught you how to properly notarize, how to look for ID, how to do all those basics. Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure because I was like, that's not training. Okay. So now just take your time though. Don't even focus on loan signing. I like when you said that. I'm not focusing on loan signing. I'm not focusing on this. I'm only focusing on, yes, very good. So just take your time. Continue to build. It honestly takes about 2 to 3 months to get everything up and running. Because you got to get that Google page built out. And I think this is an excellent time for Alexis to mention what she's working on and also reiterate about the Google My Business, because that's how you're going to get your business. 90% of my business come from Google. 90, you got to have a Google business page. I know you hear every notary person say that and they're not lying. You got to. Alexis, would you like to talk about that for a minute?
Yeah, it's a few things with Google. So one in the chat to answer Tanya too. So let me start from the beginning. So Ms. Teresa, your next step is definitely Google or some type of marketing strategy. So just like Kimmi said, your business cards. I know a lot of people do the signs on the side of their car. Google is another piece. I like to tell people in the beginning, your Google page is going to be like 25% of your overall marketing plan, because when you're first starting out, your Google page isn't going to pop up. You know, like if you Google something right now, you're going to see a lot of people that have a lot of reviews, you know, a lot of pictures, they've been established. So until your Google page is established, you're not going to show up, you know, the way you want to in order to get business to flow like 100%. So you're going to have to do other stuff like passing out your cards, getting on social media, all different type of marketing things. And I always say all of that stuff always leads back to Google, because if you pass out your card to somebody at the grocery store, they become a client, what am I going to do? I'm going to ask them to leave a review on my Google page. So everything in the end circles back to Google. So my next thing was in the chat, someone said they didn't put mobile in their name. If you did not put it in like your LLC when you register with the state, the county, whomever, when you registered your business, you can always go back and just add it to your Google page. We want the people to see that we are mobile when we're marketing our business. And also, if you want to add it to your business cards, if you already made business cards, don't worry about it. But if you have the opportunity to start off with that word mobile, because that's a huge indicator to people. I've had so many people tell me that they chose me because my name said mobile in it. Now, this was before we start preaching this. Now, a lot of people say it's mobile, so we got to still stand out, right? So that's when our Google page needs to be maximized. So just like Kimmi said, I just wanted to announce that I just recorded an online course for that. I do teach Google 101, but I feel like a lot of people might not be able to sit down, do 101. So I did go ahead and record online course. It takes you from beginning to end to set up your Google page. If you already have your Google page set up, it's still good for you because it does teach you how to maximize it, especially in the field of being a notary. It really shows you how to use Google to your advantage as a notary. Because
Hold on, Alexis, where's that music coming from? Y'all didn't hear the music? Oh, because I was trying to mute and I didn't see anybody's screen.
Yeah, I heard the music.
Sorry, Alexis. I was trying to cut that music. Okay.
So I forgot where I was left off. But yeah, so if you already have a Google page, then you're good to go. You still can do the online course because it's going to teach you how to maximize it and use it for the benefit of being a notary. Because that was the main thing of how do we use our Google pages for our business if we do services, right? A lot of businesses are product-based, like food. They selling a product where we're selling services. So it's a little different. So it definitely teaches you how to maximize it. And because of the live tonight, we're going to do a 60% off for the course. So it will be, I'll put it in the chat and it'll also be online.
60% off for the My Google training?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
yes.
awesome.
Then the code will be Google as well. And I'll put it in the chat. And any other, since we're on the topic of Google, any other Google questions or marketing in general?
And just to add to what Alexis's course includes is she teaches you how to build that single page website with Google too. That's free. Mm-hmm. So let's make sure Miss Teresa is good before we move on to your Google. And then we have Miss Betty. Miss Teresa, are you good with everything?
Well, right now I am. I'm going to go back over this and start doing what you was telling me to do.
Yes.
But then I, have to figure out the prices to charge, for the stuff.
Yes, right now just focus on like this little click, tick, tick, tick. And then I have a pricing section in the book too. So check that out. And if you still need more help, we'll have a conversation, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here tonight too.
Okay.
And I wanted to also, we're gonna get back to Alexis wanted to know, Alexis, before you do that, Miss Betty's hand was up and then we'll come back and let you talk about Google again. Miss Betty, what's your question? Thank you for waiting too.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Hey, welcome.
For everyone in the group, I've had a one-on-one with Kimmi. I do not have a notary business. I'm planning to relocate to North Carolina September. So I wanted to do notary. I am interested in doing the loan signing with Alexis. Also, I do have my own LLC. I am familiar with a webpage for other like the business, but I do want to take to Google because that's interesting because that's another, as I'm in here, I have more questions. But in regards to piggyback with the Google, like sometimes I guess that's something that's covered in the class. Like because of the fact with not notary, we have non-notarial work. Like I guess that's more like those, I guess that's the right wording, the SEO on how to advertise. Because if you're doing notary, if you're doing I-9 or fingerprinting, how you are trying to capture that. That was one of my questions. Also, with the mobile for North Carolina, when I've researched, I know that we have to take a regular notary, I guess, class. They do have the electronic notary. So I'm assuming the mobile is kind of different. So like, that's just basically that you are traveling to the individual. And then
Correct.
my last question, I did go over, I've been trying to be prepared as much because that is something I've worked in city government for 20 years. I've been a commissioner of deeds with them. I've done the I-9 and the fingerprinting with them. So that kind of intrigued me in your site. And so I looked at your supplies, and I guess my question was, because I know also you have like these notary journals. So if you're doing like general notary work, if you're doing like how you have the apostles, I-9s and what have you, the non-notary, do you also have to have another notary journal for loan signing? That's another question I have.
Yeah, those are great questions. So with the journals, I created a specialty general notary journal. And that one includes for your I-9s, apostilles, everything that's really not notarial. And then Angela just created a regular notary journal. So
Okay.
yeah, most of us, we do have two, because like apostille is not technically an, well, it depends on if you're doing a notarization or not, but ink fingerprinting, inspections, all of that is non-notarial work. So people love that journal because you can check which service it is, and you can write your notes about it in that specialty notary journal. So the other one, like I said, is all your loan signings, your wills, power of attorneys, and all of that. So between the two, yeah, you should be covered.
And you had all these stamps. Are those all of them necessary, or those are just, okay? I just want to make sure.
Technically, Miss Betty, they are, and when we go through training, you'll see why.
Okay. Yeah.
You have your acknowledgement stamp, your Jurats stamp, your regular stamp, certified copy stamp. So I believe in being prepared. A lot of notaries they're not prepared, so they don't make the money, honestly. So if somebody call you, even if they have an embosser, most notaries do not have an embosser. So when someone calls you and they say, hey, I want you to use that little crimpy thing, and they say, I don't have it, you just cost yourself $75, $85, whatever. So it happens all day long. People just aren't prepared. Could you imagine a surgeon going into the operating room and he's like, oops, I forgot the scalpel or whatever. Oops, I forgot. Oops, I don't have it. Oh, did I really need that? Right. So even as a notary, certain things that we need to have in our bag in order to be prepared. So we cover all of that.
Okay.
Okay. And did we hit every question?
One more thing. She mentioned something. We do go over search engine optimization in the course. So basically for us, that's going to just make sure you hit all of the services you offer. You want it to be all over your Google page. So that is a big one that we do talk about. But you just want it all over your Google page. You want that if somebody types in apostille, if somebody types in notary, any, whatever word that your clients might type in, you want your page to show up. Therefore, you want that all across your Google page.
I have one final question. I'm sorry. Like for the business cards, because of the fact that we can provide other services and the fact that I want to do notary and loan signing agent, I personally use the Canva app. So I've been playing around with like the business cards. So if you're doing like notarial work on how that's the terminology used, do you also capture that in the business card that you service apostles, I-9 or what have you? Can you
put everything on my card, Miss Betty, and I actually have a video for those of you who need to learn how to do your business card correctly. I have a video on my channel. I put everything on there because they don't have to guess. Does Kimmi do I-9? Yep. Does she do apostilles? Yep. And as you learn additional services, guys, Alexis mentioned this earlier, I think, if for some reason you don't have something on your business card this time, as you learn, you can always add it to your next batch of cards. So, okay, so don't throw them away, or you might give those cards that don't have everything, maybe, to someone else. But as you continue to grow, because my business card has changed. When I first started, it didn't have apostilles on it because I didn't do apostille. So I said, don't put nothing on your card you can't do. So we ain't faking it till we make it. Either you can do it or you can't. Either you're pregnant or you're not, right? So, yeah, so as you continue to grow, you may not have something on there today, but as you learn additional service, you can add it on your next batch, okay?
Someone said,
Oh, let's finish Miss Betty. I want to make sure we're done with one person.
No, I'm good. I know that I'm a newbie. I've been looking at your videos and I appreciate also the Facebook group because it's very informative. I was considering taking the courses now, but I feel like I may transition once I get there. So then I know I'll be having more questions and I appreciate it.
Yeah, and take your time. Rome was not built in a day. Don't take every single course. Let's kind of build it out. We always say we're into slow cooked meals. You don't have to buy all of my stuff tomorrow. I'm gonna be here, I hope. So don't stress. It's slow cooked meals. We don't do microwave because we want you to succeed, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. And along with Miss Betty, since she said that really quick, I wanted to mention the email list. If you have not signed up for those, completely free, join our email list at Notary Educators LLC, because we put sales in there. We put notary tips in there, which we'll be doing more of. We just started, so be patient. But we are putting notary tips in there, little gems and nuggets to help get you through the week. When we go live, because what happens really quick, guys, a little on social media, they don't tell you every time I go live on YouTube. Facebook don't even show every post that we make to the whole group. They may show 50 people. We are over 3,500. So that's why sometimes you'll see us multiple post some things, because I want to make sure more people can see it. So with the email list though, something serious going on and you really need to know about it, it's going to be in that email. It'll come right to your inbox. So sign up for the email list, the Facebook group, which is a free resource, Notary Educators, if you have not. And then, you know, we talked about the books already, email list, and the courses are on sale, 50% off. Coupon code is WIN. 50% off all of our courses if you did need the self-paced. And we're still doing the one-on-ones. We are going to reduce the rate, but I haven't talked to Angela about that yet. So for the one-on-ones, because we're not doing a lot of group training right now, kind of focusing on one-on-one, and we've been enjoying those. So I think we'll reduce the rate on the one-on-one and make it a little bit more affordable for people, okay? When we were doing both, it was a little overwhelming, but now if we just gonna focus on one-on-one, we could bring the price down. So that's another story. Okay, let's get Alexis, and then we'll come back to you, Miss Tanya.
It was something about the business cards. Marie says, I love having one just for loan signings where I can just check off each form, since it's usually a lot more stamps and signatures. Then she said, can you just put a QR code to your website with a list of services?
Everybody don't know how to use a QR reader. I know that's what young people probably would do. Just hit me up on this QR code. Older clients and most younger people, quite frankly, they don't know how to use all that stuff. I believe in having an old-fashioned card with everything on it. Now, if you want to include a little QR reader, you can. You can even do that on Canva, Miss Betty. If you want to put your little QR reader to take you somewhere else, you can include it. But I do believe in being prepared for every scenario. Some people just only want a digital card nowadays, a pop thing or popple. I'm not against it, but people like usually tangible, something in their hand. That's a nice talking point. When I hand it to them, hi, I always give my cards. I pass them out like candy, because they hold on to cards. They pass them out to their friends. Oh, I got a notary, you know. So I believe in that. They can't just do that easily with digital stuff. I'm a little old fashioned on a lot of stuff, y'all. I'm gonna show my age shortly. Miss Tanya, what you got going on?
I'm sorry, my power went out. I have two questions. My first question is, I ordered the ink seal, so you suggested I also go and get the embosser. Okay, and someone's.
The reason you need the embosser is, like I said earlier, you're gonna always use your ink seal and the embosser together, because the ink seal is more recognized in the industry now. Some states will allow you only to use the embosser. Georgia is one of them, but never. Always use both. Always, always, always. The embosser and the gold seal is just to make it look pretty. And your older clients and some of your younger ones will say, oh, you don't have that thing? Because they don't think it's official, because they know what an old notary used to do with that heavy piece of thing. So you want to have both, yes. And you can look at my supply list. But I don't think you're at that point where you need to start buying a lot of stuff. I want you to get trained first before you start buying stuff. Let's talk about why. Don't just start buying.
I said seal, I meant my stamp. I got the ink stamp.
Yeah.
But you say when I do get the embosser, I need to also get the gold seal.
Yes, because that's what's gonna make it look so pretty.
Okay, okay.
You don't have to do any of what I'm saying. You don't, it's not a requirement. No, I just want to make sure everybody knows, because there's somebody else to say, you ain't gotta get that. I'm telling you all straight up. It's not a requirement that you have an embosser. It's not a requirement that you buy gold seals. We do next level stuff over here. So that's next level gonna make it look pretty. When you put that gold seal, people will remember you. Oh, that's pretty. My paper looks so official. I've had people say, can you take my picture? So that's just extra, extra. And they cost $10 for a 200, I think.
Okay.
And then the embosser is like $30, and you're gonna make that back. Yeah.
And my power went out. I did not put mobile, like my LLC is A-Not. That's my name spelled backwards. Notary LLC. I didn't put mobile in there. And my power went out, and I had a couple people were responding. So should I go back and put mobile in there, or is it sufficient as Alexis? She didn't say, I mean, she did say I can just make sure I have it on my Google page.
Correct.
But do you suggest I change the name?
No, you don't have to change your LLC, but you can change your Google page.
Okay.
Like on my LLC, it does not include apostille, but my Google page does. Matter of fact, I even changed my business name on Google. It doesn't even make sense. But I did it because I'm trying to make money and I want to rank. So my business name is actually None Better Mobile Notary Services, right? It don't even have the word apostille. But on my Google page, I changed it to None Better Apostille Mobile Notary, because I still need that mobile notary to see, for them to see it. So technically, that's not my business name with the state, but it doesn't matter. That's two different entities. So Google is over here, the state of Georgia is over here. Now, in a real world, you want everything to match. But again, it's not so far off where, you know.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. But don't start buying too much, Miss Tanya, until we do some training. I want to thank Miss Kira and Courtney too for their shout outs and assistance this evening with knowledge. I appreciate it. Miss Donna, what's going on with you?
Hi, everybody. I'm just trying to make sure I understood you about Georgia and the embosser and the ink stamps.
Yes.
Georgia requires the embosser?
No, they do not.
Okay, okay. I was like thinking, did I didn't hear you correctly.
No, they do not. Actually, no state requires it. No state requires it. However, your older clientele and like I said, some of your younger ones also, they know what it is because they've seen it in the movies, maybe something old fashioned with notaries. The ink stamp is what's new. The embosser is the original player.
True that. True that.
So when you just put that ink stamp, sometimes they like, you don't have that other thing. And some notaries are like, no. So then they gonna call me and Alexis and get it done. So I'm just saying, be prepared for everything. You may pull that embosser out once a month, 3 times a month. I actually use mine way more than that because I just like stuff to look pretty. And again, I'm charging the money that I'm charging. I want them to feel the value. If they come over here and I'm like, oh, that's gonna be $50 or whatever. And they like, well, I gotta pay $50. But then when they see me put that gold seal, they shut up. They like, oh, okay, that's why this look good. You know what I'm saying? So you want people to feel the value of what you're doing. The only thing that's required is the ink stamp. That's the only requirement.
Okay.
Okay.
So I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, you're welcome. The only requirement is the ink stamp. And then you can look at a whole supply list over at notaryeducatorsllc.com. So we'll take a few more questions though, if you guys have any. If not, we'll wrap up. What day works for you? Is Sunday good to do this again next month, or y'all want to try another day? Y'all could just go like, yeah, you know, Sunday is a better day, or yeah, okay, we'll try it. Okay, we'll probably pick another Sunday then. Okay. All right, and then it's always the replay will be out. So like we had 24 tonight, but the replay, 300-400 people will watch it. It's so funny. But they just can't be here live. But I prefer if they could be here live so we can actually answer their questions. But they will go back and watch it though. And I get people have stuff going on too. So anyway, if you guys don't have anything else, we won't hold you. Oh, I do have one more thing. I got a cough though, hold on. I don't know if y'all heard or not, but I started another YouTube channel and it's called Healthy Life with Kimmi. So earlier December, I told you guys I wanted to work on 2 things this year. It was apostilles and my health. And I decided to join Weight Watchers. So I'm not a representative. I'm hoping to be. I'm asking them right now as we speak, can I be an affiliate for them? But either way, I'm doing Weight Watchers. So join me on my new channel if you like, Healthy Life with Kimmi. And I'm going over weight loss stuff and issues, emotional, talking about my journey being a little heavier throughout my life. My mother said I came out big. So it has an impact in my life in a lot of ways. So I'm just having some frank conversation over there. You don't have to be a, I know Miss Betty, thanks. I see you. Yeah, you don't have to do Weight Watchers, but we're just talking about healthy tips, how to just get healthier. It's not even about the number on the scale, but it is no pressure. So don't feel like you have to join to help me. I'd rather you be a real subscriber. So I don't want you to do anything that you're not, so no pressure. But if you want to join me over there, it's called Healthy Life with Kimmi. All right. Anything else, ladies? Hey, Miss Stacey Ann. Anything else? And thank you for everybody. Benita, what's going on? All right. Are we good? Looks like we're going to say goodbye. Okay, guys. Well, until next time, this is Notary Life with Kimmi and Alexis. You want to say bye?
Thank you all. See you all soon.
Now, your course won't be out tonight. You can look for the course tomorrow afternoon because we have to put the link up.
I just put the link in here for everyone on the chat.
Okay, so you guys can get her link tonight and then I'll put it on the actual website before the replay goes out because people will be trying to get it. Okay, all right, ladies. Well, on behalf of Notary Educators, we're going to say good night, okay?
Good night, everybody.
Bye,
Have a
guys.
good week.
Much success out there.
I will, Stacey.